have a couple of follow-up questions before I let you go. On the monetary policy side, how low do you think rates can go? I think Niranjan Radhaksha has written that he thinks it can go as low as 4%, the repo rate. Do you see that level of room, or would you be a bit more?
Well, I definitely see it going sub 5.
Sub 5.
Without stoking macro instability. You know, our own real rates math suggests that you can go sub 5 just because inflation is very low. We don't expect inflation to be much higher than 3.5 over this year or the next year. So yes.
So the real rates math is what, one quarter?
One quarter at this point, and expectation of 1 year ahead inflation at 3.75. So that gives you a repo rate of 5 at a time when the output gap is in balance, but right now we have a negative output gap, so it can go under 5. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. On the fiscal, just to play devil's advocate, you don't see any case for a weak economy which needs fiscal support, maybe via tax cuts, if not via sort of spending programs. You see absolutely no argument for that, even at a 5% growth rate.
So look, couple of things here. One is that the yield curve has been steepening on a structural basis for the last 5 years. You don't want to stoke it further because it will kill investment, which is the one thing you don't want to kill at this point. The second is you announce a lot of stuff which never gets implemented. It spooks the bond market, so you get the negative effect, but you don't get the positive effect because implementation on the ground takes time. I mentioned that. Third is that I think what you already have in your fiscal math, just on that you can create some space to spend. I see a tax shortfall of 0.5% of GDP this year. The RBI excess dividend, it fills up 0.3 out of that. So you still have a shortfall of 0.2% of GDP. So I'm okay if the fiscal deficit is about 0.2% higher, so don't cut expenditure, instead run a slightly higher fiscal deficit. That's what I have in my forecasts. But coming out with a bigger stimulus package,
like a personal tax cut or a...
yeah, at this point I think it's best untouched.